This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now then, I've been getting asked the same question many times over the past few weeks, and frankly, it all began when this guitar arrived, the Fender Deluxe Nashville Telecaster. Thank you, Joe, once again. And the question that people are asking is, so is that your favourite guitar now then? Have you gone off the Gordon Smith? And just in case you're not aware of the Gordon Smith, here it is, Gordon Smith GS1.5, which I bought last year and at the time proclaimed it to be my dream guitar. As to which one of these two is my favourite, that's a tough one, because despite appearances, they both cover remarkably similar territory. It's that sort of not quite fully Gibson kind of sound and not quite fully Fender, a foot in both camps, if you see what I mean. And just to illustrate that, I thought I'd do a bit of a side-by-side with these two guitars today. So we're going to begin with a sound that I'm increasingly gravitating towards for recording these days, a clean bridge humbucker sound. So what you're going to hear is the Telecaster on its bridge pickup with the tone rolled off a little bit, and let's just see how close that gets to the bridge humbucker sound on the Gordon Smith. Here it is. So obviously there was a little bit of a difference there, but, you know, not as much, I suspect, as you might think. Certainly, if I'd started recording the song on a Telecaster with that sound and then broke a string and I was in a hurry, I could pick up the Gordon Smith and finish the recording with that guitar, and I doubt anybody would be able to spot the join, especially if it was, you know, in a mix with other instruments around it. So I'll tell you what, let's have a little bit of a blind test here. What you're going to hear now is a bridge pickup, and that's all I'm going to tell you. It's the bridge pickup, and it's on a bit of a crunch setting, playing a little bit of a rockabilly country kind of riff, and all you've got to do is figure out which guitar is being played. If you're watching this with a friend, then why not have a little bit of a friendly wager on this? Here it is. So could you tell? Which guitar was it? Well, actually, I was being a bit naughty there. Here's what was really going on in that clip you just heard. And it's not just all about the bridge pickup either. The middle setting on the Telecaster gives just the middle pickup, much like a Strat. The middle setting on the Gordon Smith gives both pickups, neck and bridge. So what I've done now is I've done a little 12-bar blues solo where I'm alternating between both guitars. And, you know, here's what it sounds like. So again, pretty similar. In fact, ask yourself this and be honest. If you hadn't known there was guitars being swapped back and forth in that little clip there, would you have spotted it? I'll leave that one for you to decide. So that's the bridge and middle pickups or middle pickup settings dealt with. Now let's take a look at how the neck pickups on both guitars compare. Here's a little thing that's vaguely a little bit sort of John Frusciante or maybe Jimi Hendrix-ish. And neck pickup, both guitars, crunch setting. Here's what it sounds like. So again, not an exact facsimile of each other's sounds, but pretty close. You could certainly, once again, use either sound in the same context within a mix and, you know, be pretty convincing. And that's what I always look for. A lot of people seem these days to, you know, feel that they have to replicate down to the last little bit of Fourier analysis. That's one from my old college days there. That's basically where you analyse a complex waveform and break it down into its constituent sine waves. And, you know, I get the feeling that a lot of people tend to want to do that with a guitar sound and think, I have to get exactly that tone. I don't bother. I just think, well, will it work in this context? And if it does, I'm a happy camper. Now, the one thing that I am really impressed with on the Telly, especially, are those noiseless pickups. They handle gain particularly well. So in order to demonstrate that, once again, we're going to be flipping and flopping between the two different guitars, playing just a little piece of music I threw together this morning called Still Got the Parisian Loner's Blues for You. I wonder if you can tell who that's influenced by. Here it is. So yes, I think you can hear a difference, but it's not anywhere near as much of a dramatic difference as you would expect. I would certainly, if I had to play a gig where there were some Guns N' Roses or Gary Moore tunes involved, I know I could probably get away with it using this guitar. And likewise, if I had to play a gig where there was some, you know, Albert Lee or Brian Setzer or Danny Gatton tunes to play, then I probably get away with it using this guitar. And, you know, it really is remarkable, I think, how similar those two guitars sound. And as I say, I'm really impressed with how those noiseless pickups handle a bit of gain. And if you're asking me to choose a favourite, then I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. You might as well ask me to choose between beer and curry. I need both. And with that, I'll close the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. If you've enjoyed the video, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And why not give me a like while you're at it? If you want to support the channel, then the link is in the description below to join my Patreon, and you get a little bit of a list of the benefits that you get for supporting me on that platform. And with that, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time around. Bye for now, folks.